An adjunct to treatment is an activity that is complementary and supportive to your quality of life and your rehabilitation. In this episode, we will discuss the science and use of some treatment adjuncts, namely exercise and relaxation techniques, and in particular, how relaxation can promote neuroplasticity. Exercise remains one of the most effective ways to attenuate the physiological hypervigilance symptoms seen in post-traumatic stress. In post-traumatic stress, the stress response becomes stuck on overdrive, and the body is receiving higher concentrations of stress hormones, which are priming the body for fight and flight. One of the most positive and healthy ways to dispense the nervous energy that is generated from the stress response is through physical activity and exercise. Before we discuss the use of relaxation techniques, I would first like to put forward the scientific principles that validate its use. Until fairly recently, the adult brain was considered largely fixed and stable. The general consensus was that the brain did not grow new cells or connections once you had reached adulthood. However, recent research has led to a major paradigm shift. Current perspectives suggest a dynamic, adaptive, and flexible brain that physically changes to both internal and external factors. This process is called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity allows the brain to compensate for injury and disease and to change in response to new situations and to changes in the environment. Neuroplastic changes can be adaptive or maladaptive. In fact, the physical changes seen in PTS are an example of the neuroplastic qualities of the brain. The easiest way to think about the neuroplastic changes in the brain is to think of it in terms of a muscle. When we conduct physical exercise, we reinforce a particular muscular pathway, and we do this repetitively. Over time, the repetition is what forces new growth and connections in the muscle. The brain is no different. So if you are exposed to prolonged trauma, or if you are exposed to extreme or prolonged stress, neuroplastic changes will occur. If you go on repeated missions, and in particular repeated deployments, the likelihood for neuroplastic changes increases, because neuroplasticity is an adaptation, and you, as an organism, have needed to adapt and evolve to the situation. If the brain is an adaptive organ that can change in response to military training and military experience, in theory, these adaptations can be mitigated or circumvented. The concept of neuroplasticity is opening doors to new ways of understanding illness and recovery. One activity that has been demonstrated to promote neuroplastic changes is meditation and related disciplines.
Now I've discovered grounding, which is very, very good. I can, if I get into a situation, I can suddenly stop, think, and start concentrating on something in particular. I have a grounding object, which I wear all the time, and I can feel that, and I concentrate on that. And it does help. I never knew that before.
For veterans who battle multiple physical and mental injuries, conducting physical exercise can cause more difficulties than benefit. Because of our training, employment, and hypervigilance, meditation and relaxation techniques are also skills that many veterans don't readily possess. An activity that is a combination of physical exercise and mental relaxation and grounding techniques is yoga. Various types of yoga have been shown to assist physical injuries and to promote health and flexibility. The breathing exercises associated with various forms of yoga are a good foundation for other relaxation and grounding techniques. There have been many reported benefits of yoga for people with many different conditions, including post-traumatic stress.